It's now time for Around Town on KWN Community TV Channel 7. The views and opinions on tonight's program are not necessarily those of the staff nor the management of KWN TV 7 and Dade County Broadcasting Incorporated. Now, let's go Around Town on KWN TV 7.
And here we are.
We're back. We're back.
We're here for another day.
Okay, so let's get it out of the way. Alabama lost. You can't win them all.
No, but I like
No.
it when you do win them all.
But saying that, Alabama didn't lose because that was not Alabama on that field.
Yeah, I don't know who showed up to play. Obviously, I don't know. They just...
And it was the defense. I think, we had 5 guys still on the injured list from our defense.
Yeah, I don't know. They were pitiful, though. They just
horrible.
didn't act like they wanted to play. But you know what? And I don't ever... Now, you will never hear me bragging about, oh, we're going to win, we're going to win. I
Never
don't do
have
that
I.
because there's no guarantees in the world
No.
of sports. But
No,
they're still my team.
I mean, Tennessee even won a game this year, so there's no
I can't believe Vanderbilt beat Tennessee. That blew my mind.
You know what? Central could beat.
Tennessee.
Yeah, right now.
Well,
I mean,
the thing about Vanderbilt, most of
you never know with Vanderbilt, though.
well, yeah, but
Vanderbilt's
90% of the kids
yeah.
that go to Vanderbilt's going for an education. That's kind of like Georgia
They ain't
Tech.
going 'cause they can
They're
play
going,
ball.
Yeah, their education comes first, which that's a good thing. Believe you me, that's a good thing.
And I watched that interview with Nick Saban, and Nick Saban's blaming himself.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, you talk about firing coaches. Now, Nick Saban wants to be real careful. You don't lose to Auburn too many times and keep your job at Alabama. That's...
Well, he's already signed 8 years, so.
Yeah, they can't buy out his contract probably. They probably
They
don't
can't,
have. They probably don't have enough money in the
kettle.
kitty down there to buy out his contract because his was rather hefty.
I don't know who that was on the field, and I'm not making excuses at all, but
no.
that was not Alabama's defense.
No, that
And
wasn't.
in a way, I guess you got to kind of say Nick Saban because we've not had the ahead scores like we've always had. So our second string and our third string get out there on the field to play.
Right.
They didn't have the experience like they've had in previous years. So.
Well, like I said, I'm an Alabama fan wherever they go or whatever they do. I'm
Good, bad, and
I support
ugly.
them.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I'm not a fair weather fan.
And like you said, in Auburn and Georgia, I'm sorry, but Auburn's still in Alabama.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? Auburn is in Alabama, so technically
Yeah.
we still won because Alabama.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, my vote's for Auburn down in the SEC championship game. That's who I'm pulling for.
Yeah, I think we're going to the tailgating part of it, but I don't know.
Well, maybe the weather will be good. I don't even know what the weather's supposed to be Saturday, but
If I'm going, it's going to be horrible. That's just how it works.
if you're going, it's going to snow.
Trick or Treat Alley, it was 46 degrees. The next weekend, it was 80.
It was cold.
So.
And it had rained all that morning.
And it rained
and
all
it was
day and the
damp.
day before.
Yeah. I hate rain.
So have you got to watch any of the Pirate yet?
Yeah, and you know what? It was slow and so on and so forth.
The last couple episodes have been better.
I watched it whenever it was on, not this past Friday night, but the Friday night before, and I really liked it.
The last two
think
got a
I'm
little
gonna
bit better.
like it. Yeah, it's getting better.
I still say they already had a Cinderella, and
Yeah, I'm not the least bit. I'm not excited about that.
because Cinderella, no matter where you've read the books or seen the stories, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, that I'm not. That don't fit.
That does not. It does not, and it's not a racial thing. It's what we were raised with. Watching that'd be like making Snow White a blonde.
Watching the Disney. Oh dear, I broke somebody's pen. Watching the Disney movies, and if you go to Disney World,
Snow White's got blonde hair, blue eyes, blue dress.
Speaking of Disney World, I took. When did we go? I guess when Ashley and Raven were little. We took them, the girl that played, who's the mermaid, the Little Mermaid, whatever her name is. That was the most beautiful girl I think I've ever seen, Cheryl.
Really?
I mean, I was amazed at her. She had red hair, and it was naturally red. Her complexion looked like
Ariel. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Beautiful young girl. I thought to myself, that kid will wind up in Hollywood or walking the runway or something.
You know what? She's probably doing
pretty.
what she wants to do, though.
Yeah, that could be true. She was
know.
a pretty girl. And let me tell you what happened yesterday. I went to the Walmart to look for something that I can't find nowhere.
It's a dreaded Walmart.
Yeah, I hate to go to the Walmart, but I didn't have any other choices on the place, and they didn't have it either, so it was a wasted trip. But while I was standing there, and this poor woman, I was at the service desk. She come in there, and she was just, you could tell she was panicked. And there was several of us in line, and she just said, excuse me, and just went up there. Somebody has stole her purse out of her buggy. Oh. And I could hear what she was saying to the girl at the service desk, and she said, I turned my head. I think she said she was looking down at a lower shelf. She said, I turned my head just for a minute, and she said, then when I got back up and started pushing her buggy, she said, I looked down, my purse was gone. I felt so sorry, and I'm the world's worst. I'll leave mine here, leave mine there.
I buckle mine in. Whenever I do carry, I rarely carry a purse. Now, my phone case has a compartment in it. My bank card and my driver's license is in it, and I don't have to carry a purse in somewhere. But when I did, I would buckle it in the little child belt.
Yeah.
I always buckle
I
my.
thought about that,
so they
but that's
couldn't
a good
take off
idea.
and run
They
with
couldn't
it.
just pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, they got the security people up there and all this kind of stuff, and I was standing there close. I just stopped and listened. I thought, I felt so sorry for that woman. She was talking about she either had a payroll check in there, because she kept saying, I've got a couple of checks in there, and because you can just take a personal check and cash it. Now, a payroll check, I don't know about that.
You can, and I ain't going to tell you how. I'll tell you off the air, but it can be done.
Well, she had that, and then she was, of course, was talking about, I felt so sorry for that woman. And the thing about it is, and this time of the year especially, whoever got that purse was just walking around watching to see somebody not
waiting on
watching.
somebody to leave.
Yeah.
And you know what? Those are my least favorite people in the world. Don't prey on somebody else. You don't know what they've gone through.
Oh, and that poor woman, you could tell that, I'm assuming she was there maybe doing some Christmas shopping. What she had in her buggy looked like it was probably Christmas stuff.
I mean, heck, it could have been an insurance reimbursement check from where she had 12 months of chemo and radiation,
Right.
and this is going to be her last Christmas, and you took her last little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I
mean,
can't. But Walmart's got more cameras than, they've got all cameras all over that. Surely they could have went. But if you didn't know who the person was.
But here's the thing. The people that do this know where the cameras are, and they know where not to do it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
No, not where they'd be seen.
They know where the cameras are.
Well, I know I felt sorry for that woman, and that I stood there and I thought, this is a valuable lesson for you. You better hang on to that pocketbook.
That's why I keep, like I said, I refuse to. I carry in my phone, and it fits in my pocket, and that's all I carry in.
Well, lots of times I just put some money. Like if I'm running in Ingles and I'm gonna get something, lots of times I'll just put money in my pocket, and I don't. But I do lock the car door, where I don't have to.
And
fool with
even
it.
then, if you've got a buggy full of stuff and you're walking out to your car, don't prop the buggy up against the back of your car and go get in the front of your car to do something. A lot of people,
yeah, I do that at Ingles, but.
Well, at Ingles, but people are running away with full buggies.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Well,
and I'll tell you something else. Me and my friend that I grew up with, we always go shopping the day after Thanksgiving. Well, I met her at the mall, and then we shopped and decided to go eat. We went off to Red Lobster to eat lunch, and the guy that waited on us, we got to talking about shopping, and he said, "Now I'm gonna tell you ladies something." He said, when it gets a little later, do not be in any back parking lots. Now, I don't know what he's calling back parking lots. I just looked at him and laughed, and I said, well, I try to stay out of them back parking lots. He said, well, I'm serious. He said, you don't need to be in, like that around the malls. And
like the sides
so,
of Walmart, you can have the option to park on the side. I think that's what he's,
I guess. I don't know, but I just, well, of course, we was home before dark. I learned a long time ago, if I'm by myself or it's just me and another woman or me and my daughter or granddaughter or something, I'm not going to be in no mall parking lot at dark.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I've been to the mall.
Well, I got a friend that is in...
90% of my shopping is online.
Oh, yeah, today was the shopping day.
Cyber Monday.
And I forgot how many millions of dollars they figure they will make.
I'm
today.
a firm believer that UPS and FedEx have a job for a reason. And part of that reason is to
It's
bring
to
stuff to
deliver
my
you
house.
stuff?
Yeah, there was one year I didn't step foot in a store except to buy stocking stuffers. And that's
I got
it.
to go to the store. I got to go look.
No.
And I'm going to tell you what, Belks, they had a heck of a buy on shoes, about 3 pair of boots.
Now, I
Did
was fixing
need
to say,
3
I
pair of
will
boots?
shoe
No.
shop all day.
Well, Belks had the buy to die for.
Did they? Now, I did see JCPenney had an air fryer for $29. That's what I wanted. But I didn't go out. I hate Black Friday.
Well, it was crazy. They was people. The hardest thing was the parking and
I will get in a fight because somebody's being stupid, and that's the only reason. Not because I'm going to fight you over an air fryer. I ain't going to fight you over a TV or a Cabbage Patch doll. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
That was.
But you get stupid around me.
Everybody was pretty nice. I didn't see any major
I
misunderstandings.
didn't hear
or
of a lot
anything.
this year, but the year the Cabbage Patch dolls came out was horrendous.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You had to stand in line to get them, and
Oh,
this, that,
it
and
was
the other.
bad. It
Or
was
my
bad.
daughter had one of them, and that was the ugliest doll. No, it was just ugly.
There is nothing pretty about
No,
them.
it was just ugly.
My mama made us all one. We called them adoption dolls. We didn't call them Cabbage Patch dolls, but she made us all adoption dolls, and real ugly. She made
Robbie-
me. I had a little black one.
Robbie Patton, that used to be a teacher over here at the first grade teacher, and over here at the elementary school years ago when my kids was little. Robbie made them and sold them, and she made them. You couldn't tell the difference in them and the one you'd go out and buy.
No, the stuff my grandmother used to make, man, and my grandmother, and people don't do it anymore like I guess she used to, but she used to make rock candy and Reese cups and chocolate covered cherries, and
People don't do that anymore. People don't cook, and people sure don't sew.
I cooked. That's how I got this figure. But all right, we're getting the finger, so we got to take a break. But we have Evan coming up to do a little bit. Shannon Blom is here from Uncle Laird's Outpost, and then I'm going to be talking about the events coming up in December.
I know. Can you believe it's December?
It's parade time.
Well, I'm gonna have to miss the parade. I managed to get me and my granddaughter, who loves the Nutcracker, tickets today, and that was the only. They had a 2:00 Saturday, which I couldn't do on the 9th, and 7:30 Saturday evening, and then 2:00 on Sunday. Well, Sunday was the tickets I wanted. No seats that.
Wow,
were any good.
yeah, because this is our 35th annual, so it's going to be the biggest we've had.
That will be big.
Mayfield Dairy's going to be here with the big cow, and
Ooh.
WRCB's
Hey, the
talking
only thing I
about
want Mayfield to be here with is some chocolate almond
They're
ice
giving out
cream.
samples,
Ooh, that's.
but Ann won't be here, so.
Be back
All
here.
right, let's take
We'll
a
be
break.
back.
The Dade County School System continues to put the safety of students first. That's why the Love the Bus Elementary campaign rolls on. Love the Bus is designed to teach students the importance of safety, respect, and proper bus etiquette. As we continue to enhance efforts of safety for our students, we'd like to have you as part of our team. If you're considering a career as a bus driver, call the Dade County Schools Transportation Department at 706-657-7053 today. Part-time hours with full-time benefits as a bus driver for the Dade County School System.
Get that next new-to-you car or truck from Cloud Auto Sales in Higdon, Alabama. Right now, check out an 08 Nissan Rogue SL. One owner, real sharp, only $6,995. How about a 2012 Hyundai Sonata GLX? Real nice inside and out and gets great gas mileage. $6,995 with a warranty available. And a 2000 Ford F-150 4.2 V6 5-speed runs and drives great. Only $3,995. See Rayburn Cloud today for these and other deals now at Cloud Auto Sales, Alabama Highway 71 in Higdon. 597-3273 and on Facebook at Cloud Auto Sales.
When it comes to Christmas shopping, all roads lead to Eider at the Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District. Right now, get 10% off all Pelican coolers and tumblers, 10% off all Traeger pellet grills and accessories, and 10% off all seasonings and sauces. At the Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District, get 90 days same as cash, financing available, plus free 60-day layaway for Christmas with just 10% down. And remember, we service what we sell. Take the Hammondville exit off I-59 right to 21620 Highway 117 at Eider for the Appliance and Outdoor Equipment Showroom at the Upper Sand Mountain Gas District.
Come on in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at Bamacide. Enjoy a family atmosphere with good home cooking, including burgers, steaks, fish, plate lunches, and more at Bamacide. Top it all off with a homemade banana split or other delicious dessert. At Bamacide, watch your favorite games on the big screen, especially those SEC rivalries. Open Tuesday through Saturday until 8:30 Eastern, open till 3 Eastern on Sunday, and closed on Monday. Dash says, dash on into Bamacide. 632-3436 for Bamacide. Alabama Highway 75, just on the Bama side.
Georgia Northwestern Technical College is now accepting applications for classes. We offer programs in business, health, industrial, and public service at 6 campus locations with financial aid options as well. Take day, evening, or online classes to get your degree, diploma, or certificate. Apply now. Drop by one of our campuses today or check us out at gntc.edu. Georgia Northwestern Technical College. Get focused. Get hired.
Just two big old boys, full of biscuits and charm. Beats all you ever saw, been a making us laugh, ain't doing no harm. Making us laugh, the only way they know how. That's just a little more fun than the law should allow.
If you picture Rick and Bubba University as a campus, we have students graduating cap and gown with their degree in common sense.
I thought this was in.
He thought it was it.
Halfway. Here's some water. You're halfway.
You know what you thought of? Okay,
I'm gonna do what I got to do. I'm gonna get on my face before the Lord. I pray that he shows mercy and he blesses this country like he has in the past.
Day without him, brother.
Well, I don't know if we need to introduce this gentleman or not, but just in case you're out there and you don't know.
I've never met him.
This would be Mr. Evan Stone.
Well, last week I was where you were at. Robert was sitting over to my right.
Oh, you and Robert did the show?
We had to do the show.
That's scary.
Because these two ladies were, I don't know where y'all were at.
I was cooking.
I had a 1-hour seizure that morning.
You had a medical excuse. Cooking.
Evan,
1 hour out of the week.
Yeah. Well, listen.
There's 7 days, 24 hours in a day.
It was Thanksgiving week. Monday, I cleaned the house and cooked
It's
dessert.
all about timing.
Tuesday, I started on, because we have to eat on Wednesday.
Well, Cheryl, what you need to realize, Thursday will be the same time next year. So Monday, she won't be able to come on
No,
next year.
I'll be cleaning and cooking.
So,
I mean, well,
go
unless.
Go ahead and get Robert on standby.
Go ahead and put
Wait
Robert
a
on
minute.
schedule.
Unless one of my children decide they want to do it at their house. And
That's
so far,
the goal.
Is that one of the prayers?
Well, look, as soon as you get to our
Hey,
haven,
Evan,
they'll have to start doing it at their house.
Yeah, that's right, because I won't have room. Hey, with my children, oh Lord, no, my prayers are much bigger than who's
No.
going to do the cooking.
Look, this year I made. Sorry, I got to tell everybody real quick. I made a big chocolate chip cookie dough. And then I pushed it around inside a cake pan, and then I put a layer of little marshmallows, and then a layer of Nutella, and then I topped it with that chocolate chip cookie dough, and I baked it, and then I just kind of sprinkled around Nutella on the top. Oh my God!
Good.
When you cut it open, it just like puked chocolate. It was good.
That sounds good. Like chocolate.
It was a little sweet, but it was good.
Well, Evan, what's going on
That's
in the world
okay.
of,
I eat my pumpkin pie and my pecan pie.
That's what I had.
I'm happy.
My son-
That's Thanksgiving.
Pumpkin or sweet potatoes.
My son wants pumpkin and my daughter wants pecan, so that's one time of the year they get their
That's
their
Thanksgiving
pie.
right there.
Yeah.
That's Thanksgiving.
And then turkey and dressing.
Well,
I love my turkey and
you
dressing.
got to have turkey and dressing. Giblet
Cranberry
gravy.
sauce.
Yes.
Cranberry sauce.
Now, I've never, matter of fact, I will make sure if I even order it out that they do not put anything sweet around my chicken and dressing.
I'm with Evan on that, but I've never ate
It
cranberry
does not
sauce and
make
don't want
any sense to me.
You got to scoop up the gravy and the stuffing
No,
and
I
the
don't have to
cranberry
do
sauce
that.
all in one
I don't
bite.
No, I'm
It's
with Evan
kinda-
on that one.
Look, my favorite thing in the world is macaroni and cheese with applesauce.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right, let's get back on the...
So that's the whole thing about...
You got Cody upset now.
You've got
She's already worked two
the
really
cranberry
good
sauce
dishes.
and giblet gravy and the stuffing all in one big bite. It's good stuff.
And now I'm kind of like one of them.
Now, wait a minute, you said stuffing. Now, I know you grew up in North Hamilton County. They
Oh.
didn't have stuffing in
It's
North Hamilton
dressing.
County.
Evan,
Yeah.
Well, she said stuffing.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Well, I
Peter
want everybody else
Cervelli,
to understand what I.
Yankee.
And my wife,
Yankee.
my wife grew up eating stuffing as well.
Yeah.
In Denver.
He said something. We were talking about something, and he said, "What are you having for Thanksgiving?" I said, "Well, we'll have turkey and dressing." He said,
What's dressing? Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, you mean stuffing?" I said, "No, I mean dressing."
You know, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I did hear the difference between the two. And I happened to
if
be
you s-
listening or watching, I think it was something on television. The difference, there's nothing technically difference between stuffing and dressing.
It's stuffing it in the turkey.
But the folks in the South thought that dressing sounded more polite than saying
Than
stuff
stuffing.
it.
I thought
hey.
dressing
So
was made
that's
out-
how the dressing and the
dressing
stuffing.
is
Now it's
made
different.
outside the turkey, and stuffing is when you actually stuff the turkey.
Well,
with
now
it.
I said that I didn't know
Yeah.
if that was the
Us
truth or not,
Southerners
but
know
I
how-
did hear somebody say
We know
that.
how to be polite. Let me tell
Could
you
be
this
my own definition.
really quick, and then we'll get Twy Evans up here. My uncle married a lady that lived in Michigan. So they lived in Chattanooga just for a short period of time, and she wanted us to come up and do Thanksgiving dinner with them. They did it like on a Sunday or something. Thanksgiving is at my house, and so I said, okay. Well, both my kids love dressing, so we go up to eat with them. You know, my son, he gets him some on his plate. He takes him a big bite of it, and I'm looking at him, and his eyes are getting bigger, and he's chewing and chewing, and then he looked at me like, you know, I knew he was going to spit it out. And I said, well, get your napkin, spit in your napkin. And Lee was the lady's name, my Uncle Marion, and she said, oh, do you not like my stuffing? And Brian said, no, it's got something in it like pencil erasers. Oysters.
Oysters.
I could. They hadn't been married very long at that time.
That's a northern stuffing with.
Brian liked to
oysters,
die,
yeah.
and he said, and he looked at her. He was probably 12, maybe. He looked at her and he said,
Pencil
"It's got pencil, something that tastes like pencil erasers in it."
You know, one of the things, you know, oysters are fine as long as they're fried.
And I don't want him fried on a shell.
I can eat them fried, but
I
when
can- I
they're in
can
their
eat,
little
you know,
snotty stage, I don't understand it.
I don't
That's
want
in
any
the shell.
oysters.
That's on the half shell.
I don't want any oysters.
But you know, you can get stove, you know, the brand stove top stuffing,
Uh-huh.
which is different than dressing. But there's no better than making some cornbread, and then you know putting all the ingredients in there and baking it.
Oh, that's
You know,
my oldest
you
granddaughter.
can call it whatever. It's call it
A little
good.
bit of sage, a little bit of celery.
Oh, a little sage.
Bit of, you
now,
know.
that's one of the things that I've always said. And that's one of the questions that I have reserved to ask the good Lord one of these days. Why celery?
Oh yeah, I'll go along with you on
I
that
have
too, Evan.
no idea. We could find something else to dip the peanut butter or the cheese with.
Carrots would
But
be
other
better
than that, why on earth do we have celery?
To take the heat out of buffalo wings.
I don't know.
Well,
Anytime
I've just
you order
never
buffalo
understood.
wings, you get
People
celery
put-
or carrots.
I don't put celery.
People put celery in the strangest things
I love
for no
it.
reason.
I couldn't tell you the last time. I know
Celery
I have
salt?
bought celery at some point in time, but it's probably been.
Well, that's
Now,
one of
have
the
I-
questions I'm going to ask him.
I've
one
never
of these
used
days.
a whole bunch of it. I've always just used 2 or 3 stalks of it, but
One stalk goes a long ways with celery.
I mean, I will spend my time picking it out before I'll eat it.
Yeah, that's why
Really?
I don't
Absolutely.
put it in anything. I don't put it.
See, I feel the same way about water chestnuts. Those
I
are
don't-
not meant to be eaten.
I don't put celery. in
I
anything.
don't think I've ever eat those either.
You
so,
don't eat
you know,
Chinese food? They're all in Chinese food.
not what I get.
Oh, they're nasty.
Let me tell you.
All right,
Wait,
well-
wait a minute. Let me
Nothing
tell you.
soft.
Somebody likes them.
Nothing soft should be
Somebody-
crunchy, and that's what I don't see how it does it. Like water chestnuts are real soft, but they're crunchy.
Now, well,
That
no,
makes
wait a
sense.
minute. I like broccoli, but I don't want broccoli crunchy. It needs to be cooked.
No, it's gotta have
I
a
like
little
green
crisp.
beans, but I want my green beans cooked. I don't
Absolutely.
want them crunchy.
That you don't. Anything that snaps, they got to be cooked.
They can't be mushy.
No,
though.
this same aunt that I was talking about.
How did we get off on food?
I don't know, but she would steam her green beans for 30 minutes and throw them on the table. I mean, they're still like bright green.
God, I
and
love them like that.
Yeah.
No, I want
No,
my green.
no,
I
no,
cook
no.
my green beans all day.
All of that's got to be cooked real well. And you know, I came on and I wanted to, you know, I won't say it's a somber note, but but it is. I mean, the family is Brother J.L. Black.
I know.
I wanted to talk with you about Brother Black. He and really an icon here in Dade County. There's a picture of him up on the television. He was our state senator in the 53rd district in the early 90s, 93, 94. So he was also, before that, he was a member of the Dade County School Board.
Yeah.
He held a broadcast on this station for, I want to say, almost 15, 17 years.
Wow.
And he was the pastor of the Trinity Holiness Church over in Piney.
For years.
For years and years and years, and just a great guy. He was a good guy.
He was a good guy. Yes, he was. He's a super nice guy.
And of course, he passed away over the weekend.
Now, how old was he even?
You know, I don't even have that. 83. 83. Thank you, Mike.
I would have.
83 years old.
I would have thought he was older than that because it seems like he's been around forever.
Mm-hmm. Brother J.L. Black, and of course his funeral will be coming up this week, depending on when you're talking or when you're watching the show. So on a Monday it hadn't happened yet, but it'll be at Moore Funeral Home, Trenton Chapel, Tuesday afternoon. His funeral's at 1 o'clock, I believe. And but anyway, he was just a delight. Came here for years, was on this television station.
He was.
Before we had the TV, he was on radio and then done both for years and years and years.
Wow.
And, you know, he was in the politics and in the Republican Party. And you know, I have to say this about he was in the Republican Party when Dade County didn't have a Republican Party.
Well, good
I mean,
for him.
you know what I mean? The very organization of it.
Mm-hmm.
He was one of the first that he organized, and it was at his house. Governor Nathan Deal, which was Congressman Deal there, then we used to have the fish fries at his house.
I remember that.
Yeah, at Mr. Black's house.
Yeah.
And,
well, now I can tell you a little secret about that, Evan. My daddy, in the little community where I grew up, my daddy and one other lady was the only 2 Republican votes in that whole community.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now, my daddy was just as strong Republican as my mama was Democrat.
Well, I remember them, the folks in the early times of the Republican Party here in Dade County, the fact that they would joke in the fact that they could meet in a phone booth. JL would be there, you know. But
y'all might want to be getting one of them phone booths back out to keep you president. So.
But I wanted to come on and say something about.
I knew that would change the subject quickly, so we'll move on.
I don't mind staying. We'll talk about that, but
no,
you know,
no, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't, because you'd be cut her off.
But JL, I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about him. He's of course, he was a former senator from this district, former school board member, and of course, minister here in the community for a good number of years, and had a radio and TV broadcast here for a number of years, and just a good man. I know his wife and his family. You know, send all of our prayers out to them, and so he'd go to Florida in the winter and be here in the summertime.
Hey,
they had a little retreat down there.
Nothing wrong with that if you can go where it's warm.
That's right.
That's me.
Well, you got a great show. I'm going to step out. We're going to go to a break. But anything else?
The radio station, Evan, that you've got, the new one you've bought.
WFLI.
Yes, I know you. Oh, me? Let me tell you this real quick.
It's not a new one. It's an old one.
Yeah, it's old. I remember it. Well, talked to Zach Stone last night for about an hour. For all the viewers that know Zach Stone, that used to be the chamber director here. Well, we were talking about you buying the radio station. And Zach had no idea the radio station that it was.
No, he's young.
No, but he had heard about JetFly. And
Right.
the only reason he knew it was, obviously, Zach worked for you at some point in time.
He did, yeah.
And Tommy Jet would come by.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then he described Tommy Jet down to, he said, he's got to be dead. And I said, I don't think so.
He's not.
And then Zach got to talking about him. He said he had all these rings, and he said he had that long blonde hair and kind of bald on top. And
well, it was kind of silver hair. It wasn't blonde, but it
Silver
was,
fox.
Yeah.
Anyway, we talked about that for a good while. But now you're going to do a museum. That's what I'm excited about.
We are excited about that. But one thing before I get too far away from here, Cody put that up. We want to tell you, because this is something that's been real exciting. It's been going on for a while, putting it together. But Georgia Northwestern Technical College is now offering college classes here in Dade County.
I've seen that.
And the classes will begin January the 8th. They'll be taught at Dade County High School. Georgia Northwestern will have a satellite campus here. They've got, I think, 4 classes that will begin in January: English, computer literacy, business management, and welding. And if you would like to go, you need to call Georgia Northwestern, call the Rock Springs campus, and because the deadline's coming up on November the 30th. And this is for the classes that start in January. This is for adults. This is for graduates that's graduating or fixing to graduate. They can take night courses. They'll be at night. They'll be here in Dade. In-state tuition also applies for Jackson and DeKalb, and I believe even Marion County, because any county that adjoins Dade gets in-state tuition. So that'd be Hamilton County for some folks in Lookout Valley. Wanted to come down.
County?
DeKalb, Jackson, DeKalb. They can come to Dade County High School for all of those classes. I think that's pretty cool.
That is good.
Ladies,
and before
women make some of the best welders. Don't think you can't take the welding class if you're not. If computers aren't your thing, if the women make some of the best welders. I mean, we've all seen Flashdance, right? Rent it, take welding.
I've never seen it all with me.
But you see her welding at the very beginning.
Before you go off, and I know you had it up on your paper about the scam that's going on with Kathy Page's office.
Yeah, the Sheriff's Department notified us early about that, and I'm trying to remember the Sergeant somebody.
Miller was his last name.
Sergeant
Gary
Miller.
Miller, I think, was the name. He called my daughter-in-law.
Yeah, it's supposedly someone has, and hopefully it stopped after they got the press release out, but someone was calling residents in Dade County and saying that they were Sergeant, I think you're right.
Gary Miller was
Gary
his name.
Miller.
He called, like I said, my daughter-in-law and said that they had sent out 90 summons for
jury duty.
Yeah, but jury duty, but not the regular jury duty. What is it?
Grand jury.
Grand jury. They had sent out, and well, anyway, she called me and she was like, "Do you know a sergeant?"
I feel like we're on password.
Yeah, I know. Well, y'all can tell I'm slipping. She called me and she said, "Do you know a Sergeant Gary Miller?" I think that Gary was his first name, that works at the Dade County Sheriff's Department. And I said, "Well, that name don't sound familiar," but I said, "I don't know him, everybody." Well, anyway, she said, "Well, he has called, said they sent out 90 jury summons, and that if you didn't show up, then you could pay them right then for not."
Oh my gracious! For fines.
For a fine, and they wouldn't pick you up.
Well, first of all, that's never going to happen.
No.
Nobody will ever call you and say you need to pay money or we're going to come and arrest you. It doesn't work that way, because a lot of people fall prey to that.
Evan,
Do
the
not
thing
give
about that
any
is,
money over the phone to anybody. That's the best thing. Without you want to, if you're buying something, of course. But
the older
you didn't prompt the
people
call.
that, and I, if I didn't know better, I could very well be like, well, did I forget that I got the jury summons, and maybe I do need to do that. I mean, you know how people are.
Yeah, but just remember, they're not going to do that. The IRS won't do that. The Sheriff's Department's not going to do
the IRS
that.
come get you.
And,
Well, I told my daughter-in-law, I said, that's Kathy Page's department to start with. You wouldn't have an officer from the jail calling you about that. That's Kathy Page's. I mean, Kathy would take care of that in office.
Well, a judge could issue a bench warrant.
Oh, yeah, a judge could issue a warrant for you.
But the Sheriff's Department is going to bring that bench warrant and pick you up.
To your house.
to your house
Yeah.
and bring you to jail. They're not going to take a fine right there.
Well, I called Kathy, and she said she called other court clerks around, and that's the scam that's going on in the state of Georgia and maybe in other states. But Kathy did check on it.
Well, they got the early. The Sheriff's Department notified us real quick, and then Ms. Page put out a press release the next morning. So hopefully, and I believe that stopped everything.
I hope
That's
so.
crazy.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, well, we're going to kick Evan off and get somebody up here. Maybe she's got something to eat. I see a big box full of stuff over there.
Well, she
Everything
brought
she's
Christmas
got is
gifts.
good.
Oh, Christmas gifts, yay! Are we getting an early one?
Well, that'll be up to
You gotta go
You'll
have
need
ice
to.
cream.
It's called negotiation. You
Yeah.
need to negotiate and see if you get anything.
Well, hey,
this
I'm
is
out-
like you have to do every year.
I'm out of luck.
You're not good on Christmas negotiation.
I'm out of luck
She may
every
have
year.
some coal in that box.
Yeah, I got a lot of coal in that box, I can promise
Well, at least you have a warm house.
You got that right, because I've been freezing ever since the weather turned cold. All right, we will be right back.
Delivering top quality primary health care locally. We are Northeast Alabama Health Services. With 7 locations, there's one near you. Scottsboro, Section, North Sand Mountain and Higdon, Skyline, Woodville, Fife, and Fort Payne. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and of course your private insurance. If you're unemployed, low income, or have a high copay or deductible, you may also qualify for a reduced rate office visit as low as $16. Ask about our free medication program, and ladies, you may qualify for a free or reduced rate mammogram. Dental referrals for our patients with tooth removal and fillings for only $15. Putting your health concerns first, we're Northeast Alabama Health Services. Cervical cancer screenings now available at Northeast Alabama Health Services. Come enjoy pizza for lunch or dinner in a family-friendly atmosphere at Stevie B's Pizza in Fort Payne. Enjoy the buffet and salad bar anytime, or have a specialty pizza made to order. At Stevie B's, take advantage of 2 Stamp Tuesday for adult and senior buffets, and Thirsty Thursdays when drinks are free after 4 p.m. Take out any medium pizza weekdays between 2 and 5 for just $4.49. And on the weekends, take out any 2 large pizzas just $14.99. Book your parties now by calling Stevie B's at 256-979-1234. Stevie B's Pizza, 2200 Galt Avenue North, Fort Payne.
Smith Ace Hardware in Whitwell has been serving the Valley's needs for generations with the best brands for all your plans. Paints from Clark and Kensington, grills from Weber and Traeger, a full line of Yeti products, and blowers and chainsaws from Steel. Serving the Whitwell area, Smith Ace Hardware, 146 Highway 283 in Whitwell. Open Monday through Saturday 8 to 6 and Sunday 10 to 4. 423-658-5073. 423-658-5073. Smith Ace Hardware in Whitwell.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At First Southern State Bank, putting you first is our priority. First with convenience, with branches in 6 great communities: Fort Payne, Rainsville, Scottsboro, Higdon, and our Stevenson office, now recently enlarged and remodeled. First with our friendly, experienced staff, always helpful and ready to serve. And first with our mobile on-the-go banking. Our mobile app is fantastic, user-friendly, secure, and free. So whether it's online or in person, you're our first priority at First Southern State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thank you for joining us, America. Joseph is in Florence, Alabama. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show, Joseph. Thanks for joining us, America. Samantha's with us in Seattle. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show, Samantha. Angie's with us in Baltimore. Hi, Angie. How are you? Thanks for joining us, America. We're glad you're here. Allie is with us in Austin, Texas. Hey, Allie. How are you?
The radio home of the Dave Ramsey Show. Weekday afternoons at 1 o'clock Eastern on 1420 AM and 106.1 FM KWN.
Yay! One of my favorite ladies is here from Uncle Lair's, Miss Shannon Blom.
Hi, guys.
We love Uncle Lair's.
Yes.
Got lots of goodies here, too, and a lot of pretty baskets.
Yes.
Now, did you create these, Shannon? Did you make these?
Yes.
You
Yes,
put
I
them
did.
together?
Yes, I did.
I am not an ice cream place
cute.
eater, but she has the best ice cream.
Yes, we have our hand-dipped ice cream. We have no antibiotics, no hormones in our ice cream. We actually have it shipped in from Marietta, Georgia. We have non-dairy options. Like today, we had a little girl that came in. Actually, Uncle Lair's was one of her first ever ice cream experiences. We've had 4 in our community. in 9 days that it was the first time they could ever come into an ice cream parlor. We are peanut free, so we actually use our gluten-free popcorn and blend it down and make it look like nuts. So we don't use nuts, so that kids that are airborne, airborne allergies, they can come in and enjoy it. But we do have non-dairy ice cream, and then we also have no sugar added ice cream. I pulled the sugar-free ice cream because I didn't realize it had maltodextrin in it, and it had what's the sweetener? The
one I keep telling, aspartame.
Aspartame. They had aspartame in it, and they had maltodextrin in it. So I pulled it and actually threw it away. I didn't even give it away. I threw it away.
Yeah, that aspartame.
So, but we do have no sugar added, so you can. I know you've seen our banana splits and things like that.
Gosh, yes.
Our vanilla ice cream only has 4 grams of sugar, 90 calories, so you can have nice treats. We've actually started baking. We have some of our baked goods, like today we're doing Christmas cupcakes, and we use a sugar that is a real sugar. It's not a sweetener. It's called Swerve. If you use a cup of sugar in your shortbread, you can use a cup of sugar of that, and it has no calories, and it does not affect your glycemic index at all. We have used it for 4 months. We're actually going to use it as our main ingredient when we package our food next month. And so I never thought I would find a cane sugar replacement, and I'm very pleased with it. We've tested, 1 week we tested 125 residents in Dade County in the store with even sweet tea, because sweet tea, people like their sweet tea. And only 5 people could tell me which one was not sugar. 5 people.
That could have been a 50-50 guess. You got a 50-50 chance.
Yeah, for real. I was very, very excited about that. So I was really shocked when we started doing some of the food alternatives, the amount of diabetics in this area. I would say 80% of our customers come in and talk to me about not being able to consume sugar.
Wow.
So we have found some great alternatives, and I'd like to share some of those. This is our salsa. We have a new salsa line. I only brought 3 of the flavors today. We have 5, and we also have a complete organic, it's kind of like a spicy V8. But it is all organic, natural juice, so it makes some of the best beef stew you'll ever have. Some chili, or if you just like Bloody Mary mix, some people do like to use it for a mix. But this is our salsa, and it has very low in sugar. It is made locally in Tennessee, about 2 hours from here. And our chips, these chips
are amazing.
Are amazing. And let me tell you the scoop on these chips. These chips are, most of all your tortilla chips is made and contains grain from field corn. These do not. They grow this sweet corn, and it's right off the cob. It's sweet corn. It's grown in New York for 3 to 4 months. It's the only place they grow it, and it's grown for these chips only. It's non-modified. It's not been sprayed and changed. And then they take that off of the cob, and that's what they use. The nice thing about this, you think about with corn chips, everybody's like, oh, I can't have sugar. Look how big these chips are. These chips are huge. And you can have 8 of these big chips, and they're nice and thick. And only 2 grams of sugar. Aren't them good?
They are good.
They are very
Them
good.
are so good. And 2 grams of sugar, and get this, they're vegan. There's no trans fats, no cholesterol,
No
2
gluten.
grams of sugar, no gluten, and there's only 4 ingredients. They use sea salt, so it's very low in sodium. I mean, it's a win-win. And guess what I do? When we give samples of these at the store, so if you get down at the bottom of the bag, if you have some crumbs, which they actually, I mean, I don't know if you can see in there. Let me see if I can see it.
There you go.
Can you see in the bag? I don't know how good you can see in the bag. Can you see it?
That's it.
But they're nice, big. You get a bag full of chips.
Those are
well,
good.
these here.
Here, they're that big. That's a good size
You
chip.
get the crumbs. I save and put them in the freezer. I use them in my scrambled eggs. I put them in my taco soup. We put them on top of casseroles instead of potato chips. I mean, you could even take your bullet and blend it down and use it as your own, like cornmeal flour, and fry your fried green tomatoes or chicken or okra. And it's a great alternative than regular breading. So there's lots of uses for that. These are on sale.
are
we
good.
are going to be at the expo at the
December
Christmas on December 9th. We have a large booth down there. You can come in, or you can come down Colares. We're right across from Food Outlet, right next to Dave's Auto at 4650 Highway 136 West. And you can come down and get a sample. You can sample the salsas. But right now we have a special for December. It's up through for the expo. It's 2 or 3 for $15. These are regular $5.68. The big chips are usually $5.99, so it saves you over $3. And you can mix and match any 3 that you want for $15. I think it's great.
Okay, that's the salsa and the chips, right? Mix
Salsa
and match.
chips. So
Okay.
like if you wanted 2 chips and 1 bag of chips, or if you wanted 2 chips and 1 salsa, maybe you wanted 3 salsas and don't want chips. Or 3 chips and no salsa.
Or 3 of each.
Yeah,
3 of
so
each.
$15. They make a great gift. We can put them in a basket, and right now, to honor participating in local day days, if you come in and pick out your items and let us make you a basket, we shop with you in the store. We pick out, help you. You tell me what you want to spend, what you're looking for. If it's a guy, if it's a girl, we can do jerky baskets. We do baskets for the elderly. Might be a newborn. Maybe they got a newborn in the house. We can do some of our really easy meals, so the mom don't have to be over the stove. Stuff like that. So we make it, and we're giving you a $5.99 gift in your basket. We're taking one of our gourmet popcorns and giving it to you free with any purchase when you do a basket in our store.
And they're popcorn. Oh my Lord.
So that's how that's how we wanted to participate in helping locals shop local. So
And
you
these
need to
little
come see us.
cupcakes, if you could see them, they are so cute.
It's got marshmallow.
Got little gingerbread, and it's got icing with some marshmallows, and got chocolate. And this is, I'm assuming, is just yellow.
Vanilla.
Yeah, just vanilla. We our icing. We have icing that is dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, and only half the sugar. So we have, and it's not always that way, but we try to always have an alternative for people that have dietary restrictions.
Right.
Our goal is that it's just good food, good for you, better choices.
Yeah, and they've got a bunch of custom-made items there that they sell. A lot of ironwork that you can have custom-made, or the stuff they got in there is great. It's just amazing.
We've got knives. We've got custom-made knives for the guys.
Yeti cups.
Yep, Yeti cups. We got Yeti accessories. It's 4-piece Yeti accessory, $9.99. I know in Chattanooga they charge almost $10 just for the handle.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to
So
say.
I think that we're given, it
You
makes
get
me
the
happy
handle
to know that we're
and the
given-
straw.
Yeah.
And
You get a straw, a
cleaner.
cleaner, the handle, and a self-closing lid. It's for the Yetis, but it will fit actually any 20 or 30 ounce.
Tumbler.
So a tumbler. And our daughter Shayla has came on board with us. She's working with us full time now.
Is she?
Yeah, she worked at Handyman Savage for 5 years here locally in town. She still helps Bobby and Teresa, with some of their odds and ends and answers questions with customers and stuff like that. But she has came on board with us now full time. We was a couple months late. We was hoping, we was just waiting for the right time. So it just seemed
Well, that
like
is
the doors
awesome.
opened up, and we're very excited about it. So a lot of people know her. They need to come down and see her. Oh, we've got white hot chocolate.
Yum. I almost came by there the other day to get
We
some hot
have
chocolate. I thought, I bet
white
Shannon has
hot chocolate.
Ooh.
It is the best you'll ever eat. We got regular hot chocolate that we make. We make it in a crock pot.
But
We
white
cook
hot
it all
chocolate.
day. It is amazing. It's not sugar free.
Oh, that's okay. You know
not
what?
sugar-free.
'Tis the
Not
season not
yet.
to be sugar-free.
Not
I've
yet.
got a
We're
crock
working
pot
on it.
recipe for hot chocolate, and it is. I'm
Yeah.
sure yours is much healthier than mine, Shannon.
I just make mine on the stove. I always have with cocoa and
It is
5 pounds of
amazing.
sugar and a little bit of milk.
Yeah, and we make it really dressy. For $2.99, you get a big 14. I think it's 14 or 16 ounce cup, big cup. I should have brought one with me, but it probably
Oh,
wouldn't have
you really-
stayed. Yeah, I should have brought one.
We could have took pictures of it.
But
That
that
sounds
white hot
good.
chocolate, it is good, and people are falling in love with it. So, and we're going to be extending our hours after the days. We haven't quite come up exactly what it is, but we'll be posting that. We'll be posting it at the expo.
Now, are you going to have hot chocolate at the expo?
Yes. Yes, we will. My son's getting married that day.
Oh,
yeah, I know, because it was a toss-up whether or not you were going to be able to
my
make it.
My son's getting married that day. Very, very happy for him, marrying a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady, Savannah, and very happy about this. But I'm going to be there to get everything set up that morning, but by 10 o'clock, we're going,
because he
I'm
was
going
there
to
to
the
help.
wedding.
He helped at the expo last year.
Yes, he did help.
He sure did.
Yes, he did, and he was in the Christmas parade every year. So, but this year they're getting married on the 9th. The 9th is a big day because they have 7 girls between the two of them.
Whoa!
God
so they have
him.
9 people in their new little family. So the 9th is the day that they wanted to get married. So
how sweet is that?
Yeah. So
we're going to take a real quick break, and we'll be right back with Shannon.
Okay.
The Moore family name has built a legacy of trust, compassion, and peace of mind by standing with families during time of loss. Now in our 70th year, the Moore family commitment grows even stronger, from affordable traditional services to cremation. Our experienced staff stands ready to follow through on you and your family's wishes. Since 1945, the Moore family of funeral homes, North Sand Mountain and Trenton, always dedicated to those we serve.
This is Roscoe Peak Gold Train. Owen and All Points Bulletin on Comfort Gallery in Kimball. See, they must be up to something. Their trucks are all over. You just, that's very suspicious activity.
Ooh, I love it, I love it. Possum on a gunbush, Sheriff. Gary and all them just good old boys having a big sale, and they deliver free of charge.
Enos, you dipstick. There's no way they're delivering that much furniture. Their trucks are everywhere.
It's because of their great prices and service, Sheriff. They have catnapper recliners for $269, new queen mattress sets $299, king-size mattress sets $399, memory foam pillows $19.99, queen-size chair sleigh beds $299, lift chairs and adjustable beds also on sale.
Enos, will you hush? I heard all that. I love it, I love it. Check out Comfort Gallery Mattress. And they're having a big sale. They offer free delivery and setup. 6 months same as cash. Ooh, free 1-year layaway and even a no credit check payment plan. I love it, I love it. They're open 7 days a week and accept most major credit cards. Good.
A time-tested financial institution equipped with the latest banking technology, the Bank of Dade, with mobile banking to fit your on-the-go lifestyle. Download our latest app today for your iPhone, Android, or tablet to bank on the go. Check your balance, pay bills, make deposits, and keep track of your account anytime and anywhere with the Bank of Dade's smartphone app. Make life easier by using today's most advanced banking technology to your advantage. Call us at 657-6842 or visit on the web at bankofdade.com. Your hometown bank since 1956, the Bank of Dade. Main office is on Highway 11 North in Trenton, and drive-thrus on Highway 11 North and Highway 136 West. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Folks around these parts have put their trust in the Ponder name for filling their prescriptions for decades. Jennifer Ponder Hicks, Doctor of Pharmacy, continues the tradition of fast, friendly, and personal service at Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy. Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy is convenient to our customers between Dobbins and North Sand Mountain School, next to Northeast Alabama Health Services. Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy gladly accepts most insurance plans, including Alabama Medicaid. When the need arises, have your doctor phone Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy at 597-4020. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Ponder's Mountain Pharmacy.
Okay, we're snacking.
I'm making everybody happy. I'm feeding them.
This is ridiculous.
I'm feeding them.
Oh my gosh.
Look, this pineapple salsa is amazing, and you ought to put it on some ham. We put it on ham for our Thanksgiving ham.
Ooh, I bet it would be good on ham.
Yes, and you know, I've had people, and I have one called Very Hot, and then we have one hot, then we have, let me see, we have a medium. A medium is where they just put one pepper. So it's not like going to burn your mouth off. It's just got a little bit of kick.
That'd be the one I'd like.
But you know, you can put that over top of cream cheese.
Oh yeah, that's kind of like pepper jelly or something.
Yes,
you know, that you put over cream cheese and make a deal.
Yep, you can make a dip out of them.
Now I wasn't sure I was going to like this pineapple salsa, but it's good.
Yeah, it is.
You could drink it.
Yeah. I've had people, they're like, and then they try it. And I'm like, you'll hear, when we talk at Uncle Lear's, you'll hear us talk about 3 things. Mm-hmm. One, if you have pre-engineered any type of ingredient, they call that's what your GMO, when they genetically modify ingredients. So we're a non-GMO. We try to use all non-modified ingredients. That's the first thing. The second thing we do is we eliminate preservatives. I myself had huge reactions, and my body has totally transformed itself just taking preservatives out of my diet.
I'm sure.
I don't take injections in my back no more. I don't use a walker. I've lost 169 pounds over the last 4 years. It's not a quick fix. It's not something that,
Quick comes back anyway.
But your body and your immune system can heal itself. So preservatives caused myself, a lot of damage.
Well,
and now I don't have that
It would
anymore.
have to cause you problems.
Yeah.
There's no way that can be healthy for you.
Yeah.
And I would say probably 90% of the food you buy at a grocery store has got some preservatives in it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the fake coloring that makes it look, greener or redder, or the dye they put in meat.
You know what really got me mad is when I started, with sugar, because sugar does, I don't want to get into the conspiracy theories and all that stuff and get crazy, but sugar has been linked to 80 to 90% of contributing to diseases. I don't think it so much maybe caused it, but once it's there, I think it feeds them. So when I started looking at sugar alternatives, the reason why we stayed with cane sugar is because it was the only one that I could find that would work without all the other effects, even though you was processing sugar. But that stevia, I flipped the bag of stevia over. Do you know what the first ingredient is on the bag? Maltodextrin. And I about had a fit.
Now, what is that?
I'm like, are you kidding me? Maltodextrin is a powder substance. It's a preservative. It's used to kind of like a thickening agent, but there's other alternatives. And there's natural maltodextrin. Like we use corn maltodextrin in our kettle corn. It helps like your sugars and stuff hold together. But there's natural forms of maltodextrin. Well, when it doesn't say like 100% non-modified, or like if it doesn't identify itself as corn maltodextrin, so you know what substance that it naturally came out of, maltodextrin is man-made. It does not contain sugar, but it spikes your sugar. You'll notice it's in 97% of things that you eat. It's in Tums, it's in your gum, it's in inserts, breath mints, it's in drinks, it's in food, but you'll see the biggest target that they go after is in kids and in diabetics, people that they diet foods and no sugar, and it's maltodextrin. But so they're going to feed you like stevia. Maybe I shouldn't say their name out loud, but whatever. You say that you're natural sugar, which it is. It's from a root, but your first ingredient is that preservative.
It's a manufacturer.
That's going to spike your insulin while you think that you're eating healthy, that I didn't have no calories, that I'm not affecting my glycemic index. But the fact that the preservative is going to spike your insulin. Now, 9 companies make maltodextrin, the major companies, and those same 9 are holders in making the insulin.
And that's all.
Big surprise there, huh?
Ding, ding, ding.
Big business.
So I'm like, that's very disappointing.
This has flown by.
Yeah, it has.
It has
I've
flown
had
by.
fun.
This was too quick.
It was fast. Are we done?
Not
Well,
yet. We still got a couple minutes.
let me really, really quick. We do have December 9th. Kicks off the Small Business Expo. Shannon will be
Yes.
there.
Yes, I
Our
will.
grand prize, you have to come to the expo to put your ticket in. Grand prize, 2 Garth Brooks tickets, the Country Music Hall of Fame, 2 tickets to the Grand Ole Opry, a 2-night stay in Nashville, and 2 tickets to the Musicians Hall of Fame.
Wow.
You get a whole weekend in Nashville.
How
So that's our
cool is
grand prize.
that?
So everybody just come
Now,
put your
when's the
ticket in.
weekend? When's the concert?
I think it's the 16th.
Of
The following
January?
weekend.
Wow.
Whoa.
No, of December.
Oh,
yeah.
December. Oh, yeah, December. Okay. Well, I'm going to be
it's
there.
huge.
We're going to set up.
I know. You think I'm getting it?
Yeah, we're giving away We're giving prizes away.
And we've got thousands of dollars that we're giving away through day discount days, and then
Yep.
the parade kicks off at 6 o'clock that night. Matt Mayfield, who will be on the show next week,
Yeah.
is giving away hot dogs in the park. And
Matt's a good guy.
And Shannon always, we do giveaways every 30 minutes to every hour during the expo, and Shannon always comes up with some of the greatest stuff. Go in her store, folks. It smells good just to walk in there.
Hey, this food just sitting here smells good. I think it's the cupcakes. They smell good.
Yeah, they are.
It all smells good. Well, Shannon, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks
And
for
good
having
luck
me.
with the expo and the store and all this good stuff. And if you're watching your health and you've got health issues,
go see Shannon.
Go over and talk to Shannon about it. And
Our coffee bar will be up next week.
I'll be there.
It's all installed.
that hot
Plumbing's
chocolate's
in.
sounding good to me.
Yep.
All right, we appreciate you guys. See you next week.
Bye-bye, guys.
You've been watching Around Town on KWN Community TV Channel 7. The views and opinions on tonight's program are not necessarily those of staff nor the management of KWN Community TV Channel 7 and Dade County Broadcasting Incorporated. Join us every week for another edition of Around Town on KWN TV 7.